We're gonna talk about hygiene. I've been traumatised. I have. Hey my loves, I hope you guys are all well. So we're back with another video. If you don't know who I am, my name's Angela and I am the lead esthetician at Bare and Neutral. Today's video is going to be all about feminine hygiene and I'm not going to waste you lot's time. We're going to get right into it. We're going to get into the nitty gritty of things and yeah. Okay, so I'm going to be referring to the downstairs region today as a flower so that we all understand what I'm talking about. I'm not saying that the flower should smell like strawberries or, you know, smell like roses or anything like that. At the end of the day, our downstairs is an organ. Do you know what I'm trying to say? It has a role to play and I don't expect it to smell anything other than an organ. That being said, there are a lot of things that can disrupt the way it smells and make it smell quite unpleasant. And the number one factor, I think everyone knows this anyway, but we're going to address it, is intercourse. You know, intercourse can affect your downstairs in so many different ways. Talk of like, you know, STIs, STDs, stuff like that, which will most definitely affect the way your downstairs smells. I'm trying to say 100%. Sometimes you may not know, but that is why if you are active, you should regularly get checked. Please, 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 like, don't have hope in no one. Don't give anyone the benefit of the doubt. Always check yourself. Make sure, so you can put your mind at ease, do you know what I'm trying to say? But make sure that you are first and foremost safe and, you know, healthy. It's about health, you know. It's bigger than just, oh yeah, like, I don't smell, so I don't need to. No, your health. Do you know what I'm trying to say? It's about your health. So definitely an STI, STD can disrupt the way you smell down there. But I mean, even intercourse can disrupt it in a way where it throws your pH way off. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Causing an imbalance. When there is an imbalance, there's an overgrowth of a certain bacteria. And that is when, you know, symptoms like BV occur. BV being a very like fishy smell, very pungent, and sorry, and I'm a waxer. I've been waxing for over 5 years. There's times where I wax people and I've smelled that smell. It's not a smell you can miss, honestly. Even if you put a mask on, you're still gonna smell it. That's how strong it is. And I've had to tell my client, listen, babe, with all due respect, I think you've got BV. And this is not to put anyone to shame. This is so that they can actually sort it out, because at the end of the day, it's about your health. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So it's like, babe, I think you've got BV. Like, you might need to go clinic, check it out. Or, you know, if you want, you can go ahead and buy the antibiotics straight away. If you haven't had BV before, I would say obviously go to the clinic and check it out. If you've had it before, then you'll know what to do. But there's times where some people don't know. So I always say straight away, go to the clinic. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So yeah, intercourse a lot of the times will throw people's pH balance way off, and it's a bit unfortunate, but it's just one of those things. Even using the wrong products downstairs can affect the way your flower smells. And when I mean the wrong products, I mean using strong fragranced soaps downstairs. Naturally, I do believe that you shouldn't really use like soaps down there, if that makes sense. But I know a lot of people don't feel like they're clean enough if they're not using a soap. And I know there's different brands out there like Femfresh, Vagisil. Listen, I'm not someone that's going to tell you what and what not to use, even though I have my preferences, you know what I'm trying to say. But for the most part, I would say just wash down there with no fragrance. Honestly, it's not really necessary. And you may not know if you're using too much of that product. And if you're using too much of that product, it can go upstairs inside our flower and again disrupt the pH balance, like throw it way off. Even stuff like douching, you don't need to, listen, you don't need to put anything up. Don't clean the inside of your flower, I'm trying to say. However, you do need to clean your lips, and that is where we roll on to the next point, which is hygiene. Okay, we don't wash the flowers whole, however, we wash everything around. So the vulva, you need to wash around, you need to get inside your lips, get in, like literally pull the flaps, get in. If it's with a wipe, if it's with your finger in the shower, whatever you need to do, one flap in, other flap. And I'm being so serious because there's so many times like, you know, I've asked someone to like spread their legs, we're about to start waxing, and I'm like, okay, I'm starting to smell something, but I can't see anything. Like I've done like a little quick check, I can't see anything. And it's not until I'm getting onto the lips now that I see, okay, this is where the smell was coming from. And I've seen build up there. And a lot of people think, oh yeah, you're not meant to wash. No, you are meant to wash there. You are meant to wash there. You need to get in there. That your labia, your lips are not the hole. So you do need to get in there. Do you know what I'm trying to say? You do need to get in there. Please, please, please. If it's with a flannel, wipe, your hand, just get in there. Like, I don't want to know how you're going to do it. I just want to know that it's gone. I just want to know that there's no build up in there. That's what I need to know, literally. Hold that thought. Another annoying thing that causes a pH imbalance are antibiotics, and that is so annoying, isn't it? Especially like if you're on treatment and you do need to take them, of course. Yeah, they can cause a pH imbalance. So there's a lot of things where it's out of your control, and there's a lot of things where it's in your control, and there's a lot of things where it's half and half, but you can manage it. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I feel like some people are a bit unsure, especially on the washing part. That's why I made like such a huge emphasis on it, because it's like, and you know what? I do try and show grace to my clients. Don't get me wrong. Not everyone knows. Not everyone was raised the same either. I'm gonna give you an example, right? If someone's raised by a single father and they don't really have any female relatives, they didn't have their mother in their lives, anything like that, to teach them how to clean themselves, all they had was their dad, they just don't know. And it's gonna be situations like that where you just have to show grace. Or some people, they even had all the relatives. Do you know what I'm trying to say? They were just never taught. And I know some people are like, oh, it's not a good enough excuse, like you should know. But some people honestly just don't know. So I do try my best to educate. However, if I've told you and you're repeating it, now we have a problem. So that's me addressing hygiene with the front. With the back now, with the back, it's way more simpler. That right there is how you manage yourself after you do a number 2. Point back period. I'm trying to say, sorry. I believe, yeah, if you're doing a number 2, that you shouldn't use toilet paper to wipe your bum. That's just me. That's just me. I just feel like when a baby poos in their nappy, you don't use tissue to wipe their ass. You see how messy poo gets, you don't get tissue, you use wipes. I know a lot of people don't like flushing wipes down their toilet as well. It's annoying. You can do it as a thing where you use tissue first, then you finish off with wipes. So the wipes that you do use, you can just throw it in the bin and it's not too crazy. Or biodegradable wipes that you can flush down the toilet. But even with that, I would advise, like, try not to flush more than 2 at a time down the toilet. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And number 3, bidet. I know, especially in the UK, that's not our custom. Like, it's not like going to like Islamic country where they've got bidets attached to their toilet naturally, because that is part of their religion. So they can just up their bum. But yeah, there are portable bidets, and there's this little device. I found it, it's so cool. It's called Culo Clean. You can purchase it on Amazon, and I haven't been, I'm trying to say, sponsored by them or anything like that, but I just love the idea, like the practicality. So it comes in a box like this. I don't know if you guys can see. It comes in a box like this. You get 2 of them, and inside you get something like this. Don't know, can you not see? Okay, and what you do is you pop this in your water bottle. I'm gonna find a bottle, wait. A dear and trusted water bottle. So you screw off the top, get this, pop it in, and then the water, sorry. Anyway, the water will come from these little I think there's just one, yeah, from this little slit here. But obviously this bottle was not full. However, if it was a bit more fuller, I'd use pressure and I'd go, and then it will just come out. And then, yeah, so obviously don't use your actual water bottle that you use to drink and stuff like that. Yeah, amazing little thing. If you have your designated water bottle, you just pop that in there. Does the job. Like, I love it. So cool. I will link that below anyway for you guys. But yeah, a little bidet, literally. And the bidet, you don't have to, you know, pop anything like wipes down the toilet. And you can just pat your bum dry with tissue after. Straightforward, quite simple. When it comes to the back, more time it's just people not wiping properly. It's just a hygiene thing at the end of the day. It's just how you cleaning it. Whereas the front is a bit more technical than just, oh yeah, how clean are you or whatever. There's other factors that contribute to how the flower smells. So that's where I conclude on that. We're now going to talk about fixing the problem, fixing the issue. So like I said previously, when it comes to stuff like, you know, having intercourse, please get yourself checked regularly. Like, I think that goes without saying, just do it, you know, and it's free. It's free, so do it. Because when you get checked, you get the suitable treatment, you get the treatment that you need. Well, that's if you do have something, I'm trying to say, yeah, you get the treatment that you need and you sort yourself out. So not only you doing something that's beneficial to you, you're doing it for other people as well that you would potentially be sleeping with in the future, you know, stuff like that. So yeah, please guys, just get checked. I just feel like just do it. You'd be surprised at how many people don't, unfortunately, but just do it. Same with the BV and you know, even stuff like thrush. Even though thrush don't actually give a smell like that, BV does more. But yeah, same thing. Get your antibiotics, get your treatments. Do you know what I'm trying to say? It might be a pessary, something that goes up the flower, or it might be something you take orally through the mouth. Boric acid, TT. Like, sometimes you don't even have BV, but you just know you feel a bit off. Like, you just know you don't really feel as fresh as you usually do, if that makes sense. Boric acid is chef's kiss. It's not really something we have in the UK. However, you can order it from websites that bring it over from the States to here, and it's fine. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I will link that as well. There's a good brand I use called Azo 1010. I love it. This is the trick, right? Because what boric acid does is it kills bacteria. That being said, it also kills the good bacteria. So you need to treat yourself in a way where you're not killing all the bacteria, because you still need some good bacteria in your flower. So I always say, if you feel a bit unfresh, you feel like something's a bit off, I know I don't have BV, you've checked, you just feel like, I don't know, use boric acid for 3 days. Use it at night. So it is a pessary, like I said, so you just pop it up at night time, and wear panty liner as well when you're using it. And yeah, 3 nights, that's it. Some people, and sometimes it says on the bottle as well, like 7 days, 5 days. I think that's even a bit too long. Sometimes after day 1, you actually see there's an instant change, but I just say 3 days just to be like absolutely certain that it's doing something. But yeah, I think 5 days is too long, 7 days longer. Like if you're having to use boric acid for 7 days, then you probably do have BV, do you know what I'm trying to say? So I think 3 days tops, do that, so that you can kill the bacteria, but still have kill the bad bacteria, but still have your good bacteria left, because you need it. You literally need it. So yeah, boric acid, TT. Probiotics are also a good one. Obviously you take these orally. But yeah, I feel like they're great at balancing out. You know how I said antibiotics can cause imbalances downstairs? So probiotics can kind of like counter it a bit. Probiotics just maintain the good bacteria that's in your flower jar. I'm trying to say they help with the maintenance of that. I would say probably try use a probiotic first before opting for boric acid. I think boric acid is one of those ones where it's like, I've tried everything in my arsenal and I'm desperate and I need something. Nah, I need something that's gonna work. And you get your boric acid. But probiotics work a charm as well. Really, really good. Obviously, you might, you know, if you're not patient, sorry, in it, it takes a bit more time than boric acid, would I say, to like see a difference, but you will see the difference. I'm trying to say, just be consistent. Some probiotics tell you to take it twice a day, some it's just one. And if you don't like swallowing pills, there's gummies. They literally have gummy versions of them as well. And you know, they've got them all the time on even stuff like TikTok shop. So yeah, obviously do your research. Check out the brand, make sure it's legit. For the most part, I do think probiotics they're tea as well. I do use them myself and I think they're great. It's just good for overall maintenance, overall balancing the balance, literally, of our flour. And another thing, like I said earlier, avoid douching, please. You don't need to put it English. You don't need to put anything in that hole. Even if it's water, it can throw it off. Avoid douching and fragrance products. That's it. Guys, I've been talking all day today. That's why I'm a bit like, moo. But yeah, even fragrance products, please. Like, you don't need to, like I said, it doesn't need to smell like strawberries. It is, at the end of the day, an organ. So let's remember, in them lips, in them lips, in them lips. Get in there, get in there. Flap in, other flap in, done, that. That's it, that's it, that's it. Not the hole, the flaps, the labia, the lips. Comprende? But yeah, literally, the lips, man. The lips, the lips, the lips, the lips, the lips. The lips. So many people miss that. So many. You'd be surprised. So many. So many. Anyway, last but not least, witch hazel. Witch hazel's so good. I mean, for the back. Do you know what I'm trying to say? For the back. You can either buy witch hazel toner, make sure it's alcohol free so you don't get any like stinging, burning sensation. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But get your witch hazel, either apply it on a cotton pad. Get a nice big cotton pad, something like this, something that's a nice square kind of rounded size, so you've got enough area to work with. Either apply it on a cotton pad like that, or you can get witch hazel wipes. Work a treat. They will kill any odour in your building. I'm telling you, like, if you think, like, I've actually scrubbed this back of mine, I'm still smelling satin, it's time for witch hazel. Honestly, it's time for witch hazel. I mean, it works. It works. Even after, you know, using your bidet-ing, wiping, stuff like that, sometimes you just have to go in, even after a shower, yeah, sometimes you just have to go in with witch hazel just to like top it off, but it works a treat. That's what we're here to do at the end of the day. We're here to do things that do the job. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I had fun making this video. I have fun making every video for you guys, you know what I'm trying to say. But yeah, this is not to judge, like, or, you know, show like heavy criticism and stuff like that. Obviously, I'm sharing my experience and I just want to educate. That's the main purpose of this video, to educate. And yeah, I feel like one step at a time we can get there. We can get there. That's what this channel's here for, do you know what I'm trying to say? To help, to give advice and to share experience. To share experience. Yeah, I'm just gonna wrap up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, please, literally. I really do appreciate your comments. I say this all the time, but I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful because for you guys to take the time to write a little comment, it means so much. And you guys are honestly so sweet. I'm so grateful. So yeah, I will have more extraction videos coming, don't worry. But yeah, I'll catch you guys soon. Take care. Have a lovely morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are, and take care of yourselves. Bye.